Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi. Welcome to the weekly Wisdom. If you're new to the site, congratulations for being here. Browse around, look around. It's an amazing site with amazing people, tons of capabilities. Hey, I wanted to give a lesson today. Many of you know I'm a part of this group called the 25K group. My friend Joe Polish is a proprietor. He runs the group, puts together amazing people, amazing thinkers that come together and just be better business people, be better entrepreneurs, be better humanitarians, be better people. And it's just an amazing group. I'm also part of something called Strategic Coach. I think I spend $25,000 a year to go to Strategic Coach 4 times a year to be a better thinker, to process, to be more successful. And both of them, you know, I'm being mentored to be better at what I do so I can teach you guys to be better at what you do. And I figure if I keep growing, I can help you keep growing and sharpening all of our skills. Well, there was something I learned recently in Strategic Coach from Dan Sullivan. He taught it was much deeper. It was a whole hour process. I'm going to boil it down and kind of give you the quick version, but it was really powerful. That's why I'm in front of this whiteboard right now. And what I want to share is this. There's three things here. Okay, so let's, on a piece of paper, I want you to write down what's not working. Okay? And I want you to write what is working. Okay? This is a really cool exercise that I think you're going to like. Okay? So let's talk about what's not working right now in your real estate, or maybe what's not working in your personal life. It's okay. You can use this for anything. What's not working to get you over the hurdle to make that first offer? Have you made an offer on a piece of property yet? With all the knowledge you may have taken in, the videos you watch every week, have you literally done the 25-to-1 system or put bandit signs out and physically talked to somebody and made the right kind of offers? Have you done it? If not, something's not working. Okay? So write down what's not working, taking action. Right? Or if you are doing it and you finally jumped in for the next level, people who are trying it, maybe your bandit sign isn't working. Whatever it is over here, I want you to list what's not working. I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm going to give you a little lesson. When you list what's not working, come over here. Don't worry about anything yet. Then I want you to list what is working. Being inspired. Or your bandit signs. Or when I talk to a real estate agent. Or finding a partner. Or what is working is finding buyers. But I can't find what's not working. I can't find good deals. Make this list for me. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through the what's not working and figure out 2 things, one at a time. How do I take what's not working and work on it to make it so it is working, okay? Or really figure out if everything in this column should be working at all. Sometimes we spend a whole bunch of energy on things and we're trying to figure something out that we're not good at and trying to obtain capabilities, and when we really look at it, it really doesn't make any sense. It's not going to help further your life. It's not going to help you in real estate. And maybe we just exit out altogether, whatever it is. I don't know what that is for you, but we exit out. So what I want you to do is, how do you take what's not working one at a time and to be able to get it on this list? Now, as I say it, you might be saying to yourself, duh, Dean, if something's not working, I'm going to work on it till it does work. The whole point is using your brain in a different way. When you put it down on paper, it changes everything. Have you ever been stressed about a whole bunch of things that you have to get done in a day? Stressed like crazy. And just by writing them down on a piece of paper, you're like, or wake up in the middle of the night with your brain racing, going, I got to do this, I got to drop the kids off, then I got to do this, and you can't sleep, you roll over, you write it down, boom, you fall back asleep. There's something about writing things down that changed the dynamic of it. I can't put my finger, I'm not smart enough to know why. I just know that it's a fact. So I want you to make a list of what's not working and what is working. And then I want you to figure out how the things that are important you can work on one at a time to get it over in the working category, okay? But here's the one that I learned from Dan Sullivan that is really awesome, is how do you create the multiplier? Did I spell it right? I hope so. How do you take what's working and turn it into a multiplier? To multiply it. So if you're finding buyers, how can you pass it off to somebody else, a college kid, a friend, a spouse, someone that you could take the process that you've learned that's working and turn it over to a multiplier so it's working faster and more, right? Okay, so think about this. When I want to share my book with people, I want people to get my book in their hands and nobody else's. I could go to a bookstore, and that's working for me. So, because if I go to a bookstore when I do a book signing, fortunately the line's out the door and I sell a whole bunch of books. That's great. But when my TV show plays, when I'm asleep at night or playing with my kids and my TV show is selling books, which I'm fortunate that it's getting the right book in people's hands, what's the TV show doing for me? It's multiplying what's already working, right? Matt Larson, when he first started, he had a really tough time finding good deals. I know for a fact he did. But then what was working for him is other wholesalers, right? He found a wholesaler that was making him money and finding him good deals. Once he found a wholesaler and said, oh my God, one wholesaler really works. What did he naturally do? He turned it into a multiplier and got an army of wholesalers. Does that make sense? This might be, again, if you haven't done a deal yet and you're having fear of jumping in, you even haven't made an offer yet, then yours might be just what's not working. It's talking to someone to make an offer. What is working? Well, that I've done other things in my life and I shouldn't be scared. So how do you bridge that over? And then once you do it, turn it into a multiplier. I hope this makes sense because, again, writing down creates this dynamic that it's hard to explain, but it'll do it when it's right in front of you. So make the lists of what's not working, what's working, how do you move these over to here, and the important ones that can make you money, how do you turn them into a multiplier and get other people out there, or an automated email. An email responder could be a multiplier. A website could be a multiplier. It's doing things for you while you're doing what you do best. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helped you. Leave me any responses below. As you know, I read every one of the comments that are below my weekly blog. So if you got a question for me, you got something you want me to cover in a weekly blog, that's a great idea. I don't say that much. If you want me to cover something in a weekly blog, write it below. If it's a common thread, I'll do it. I'm Dean Graziosi. Talk to you next week.